Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's movie vlog. I am the critic who is a Santa. I hope you're doing well, and today I wanted to start off by first thanking everyone that watched the live stream last night. We had our second annual Wednesday Raven Awards, our Oscars boycott stream, and it was a damn good time. A lot of great films ended up winning Raven Awards. We had some multiple time winners, including Brie Larson winning NPC of the Year for the second year in a row. Great job, Brie Larson, and many other great awards as well. But this is going to be about the Oscars last night because, as you all know, we boycotted the Oscars the last couple of years, and I have been pretty much just not really in a position to care about the actual winners in a lot of categories for a lot of years now. I am very happy, though, I will say. One positive that I can speak to is Parasite winning Best Picture. I think that's a great choice. Parasite was my second favorite film of the year. Sometimes it and Joker go back and forth because I think they're both excellent films for different reasons. Also, Bong Joon-ho winning for Best Director was a huge surprise. I really wish 1917 had gotten some love there because of the amount of effort it took to make that film. I think that Sam Mendes deserved the Oscar there for that specific role and for the work that he did on that movie. But Bong Joon-ho, I think, was a great winner by the very fact that, what did he do? He thanked other directors. He thanked Quentin Tarantino. He thanked Martin Scorsese. Scorsese actually got a standing ovation because of Bong Joon-ho, calling him out in that way. And the reason why was because he said, I watched so many of your films when I was learning when I was in film school and when I was, falling in love with movies. A lot of it was Scorsese. And so he reminds all of us that, guess what? You can make an Oscar speech that is about what it's supposed to be about, which is the movies, which is thanking people for getting you where you are, instead of all of this political woke crap that is the whole reason why I started the Raven Awards in the first place, not just to reject the nonsense of political crap that we've been getting from the Oscars the last several years now, but also to give fans an alternative because we're just so sick and tired of films like Joker, for example, only getting 2 Oscars. I think well-deserved. Joaquin Phoenix deserved his Oscar there, though he went off on a crazy random political tangent, which was both entertaining and troubling at the same time. And then, of course, also just so many other people that you're glad to see get recognition for the work that they did and the roles in the movies that they were a part of, because you all know, I love movies. I know it may not seem like that way, sometimes, but I do love movies. Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Parasite, 1917, Alita Battle Angel, all great films. Some of my top favorite films this year, Ford v Ferrari. It's great to talk about how much I love these movies, but then I'm just reminded constantly why I just can't stand modern day Hollywood and why I do what I do in calling out this nonsense on a day-to-day basis, not just covering box office news, but also just covering this crap, because it just reminds me that we watch movies to escape. We used to watch award shows also to escape, to live vicariously through other people. And I know that some people might say, yeah, but you know what, shouldn't we live for ourselves and shouldn't we try and resist that? And I think that there's a lot of truth to that. But at the same time, there are times in our life that we do need to have some kind of escape. And whether it's in movies, television, a good book, a play, whatever it is, I think that we need to have that ability to do so, and to do so without being preached to. And that's what the Oscars used to be. It used to be about celebrating film, and that's why I used to love it. I still have so many random stats in my head. I actually ended up predicting Parasite's win last night because of a random stat, because I used to actually love this crap. Fun fact, did you know that almost every single Best Picture winner ever since the editing category has been established has had to have at least had an editing nomination? I had people saying, no way, 1917 won the PGA award, won all these other things. And I was like, yeah, but it didn't get nominated for editing, and that's a crucial thing to get nominated for. Only a couple films, 2 or 3 films throughout the entire history of the Oscars have been able to win Best Picture. That's the kind of stuff that I know. That's the kind of stuff that I geek out about. Again, I love movies. But this crap right here is the reason why I stopped watching. This is the crap that has just made me just so jaded when talking about it and trying to get excited for it, because as excited I am that movies like Parasite are getting the recognition that I really honestly think that they deserve, it's this kind of crap that pisses me off. So as you can see, a politically charged Oscars hit an all-time low rating, plummeting 6 million viewers. 6 million viewers. ABC's politically charged telecast averaged 23.6 million on Sunday, the smallest audience ever. THR noted that the total was well below the 29.56 and 7.7 for last year's awards, and down 20% in year-to-year viewers. The Oscar managed a 5.3 rating in the key demographic of adults 18 to 49, down 31% from last year's 7.7 demo rating. The lengthy, hostless broadcast fell almost 2 million viewers short of the previous all-time low, when the Oscars averaged 26.54 million back in 2018. So as you can see, this did terrible. One of the worst recorded on record, possibly one of the worst rated ever since they started to rate these things, or rather to follow the ratings of this show. And the reason why is very clear. It's because you have idiots like Brad Pitt going up there and in the first 5 seconds saying, oh, well, I got 45 seconds, which is more than John Bolton had. Do you even know who the hell John Bolton is? Do you have any idea what his career path was? Do you have any idea what his role was previously? And you're bringing up his name because you want to throw jabs at Trump? Seriously, this is the reason why people aren't going to see movies anymore. Because the modern day Hollywood star is so obsessed with themselves. They are so full of themselves that they think, oh, I'm going to get up there. And even Joaquin Phoenix said himself, oh, I like this, I love this stuff because it gives us a platform. A platform to preach to people. You do realize that no one is tuning in to get preached to. No one is watching your speech because they want to say, oh, I wonder what his politics are. No, they're watching because they might actually be a fan of yours and say, gosh, the performance you gave was so fantastic and I want to see you get the recognition you deserve and I want to hear, just the thankfulness in your voice. But what do these idiots do? They end up just going on these random tirades or whatever political movement's going on at the time. They go off on it, and it's freaking ridiculous, man. And you know what? You deserve to get these low ratings. You deserve to have some of the lowest ratings of all time, and you deserve to constantly be losing this. There's the same reason why you deserve to have the box office also fall lower and lower almost every single year. And the reason why is very clear. It's because people are tired of being preached to, whether it's off-screen or on-screen. And until you idiots wake the hell up, your ratings are going to continue to plummet. No one asked for any of the crap that these two knuckleheads, especially on the screen right now, said last night, and it is so freaking ridiculous. If you need to find some sort of silver lining, the 92nd Academy Awards were still television's most watched entertainment special since the 91st Oscars. Of course, that was also totally expected. Again, no expectation there. And then talks about Brad Pitt's comments about the impeachment trial. Again, seriously, get over yourself, seriously. And then Phoenix, of course, says, we feel entitled to artificially, this was the weirdest moment of the entire night, we feel the need to artificially inseminate a cow. And when she gives birth, we steal her baby, even though her cries of anguish are unmistakable. And then we take her milk that's intended for her calf, and we put it in our coffee and our cereal. So now we can't have milk. Now having milk is sin. And you know what's the sickest thing about all of this? You have these knuckleheads right here going off about everything. Throughout the entire night, there was this narrative of, oh my gosh, we need to promote women. By the way, we need to promote women. And it's like, you realize that that's why Birds of Prey is failing at the box office, because they tried that same thing in their marketing campaign. And now you expect people to hear what you have to say and listen to what you have to say and think, oh yes, that's exactly what I want. I want Brie Larson, Gal Gadot, and Sigourney Weaver telling me what to think. No one wants that. No one asked for that crap. And you can go ahead and keep on whining and moaning about, oh, well, we didn't have enough nominees of this particular race or of this particular gender. Boo-hoo! Seriously, boo-hoo. Cry me a river. You are all elitist. You are all freaking millionaires. And you're complaining about that nonsense? As I've said several times before, why don't you go to a country where there's actual discrimination? Why don't you go to an actual country where if you are a female, guess what? You have a higher chance of not even being allowed to be born. Why don't you go to China and talk about inequality then? Why don't you go to any other country where people are treated like second-class citizens because of the color of their skin or because of their religion or because of their gender? No, but you instead would rather pontificate from, oh my gosh, oh, look at the thousands of jobs. Like, seriously, think about the dresses and the suits that these idiots are wearing. Cost thousands, maybe even millions of dollars. They get these golden idols that then, they praise anyone else but God most of the time. And then they go ahead and try and pontificate to the American people, to the people in general. And it's sad too, because this kind of crap is what's getting the headlines. This is the kind of crap that's being talked about. No, not Parasite being an excellent film, not Joker being an excellent film. Of course, everyone's going crazy over Joker because of, oh my gosh, we can't like Joker. Joker's going to promote violence. Even though not really one single violent act has happened from that film, but let's not talk about that. Seriously, if you want people to start going to the theater again, you got to shut up. You got to stop talking about this nonsense. Nobody wants to be preached to. Nobody wants to be told what to think. Nobody is tuning in to listen to that nonsense. If you think that the 23 million people that actually did tuned in to hear him talk about Donald Trump and Joaquin Phoenix talk about cows, are you kidding me? In what world are you living? In what fantasy are you living in? Oh, that's right. You're living in Hollywood. You're living in Hollywood where you give more value to a cow than to a small infant. You believe that a cow has more value. You believe that a tree has more value. You believe that the bald eagle's eggs have more value than a human life. That is the type of disgusting nonsense that's being pushed by these elites in Hollywood. And this is the reason why I boycott. This is the reason why I did not give them the ratings that they needed. I did not watch their telecast. I watched third-hand sources of all the videos that eventually came out later, because all of them came out on Twitter, as I knew that they would, to see this nonsense. And of course, the articles that are covering it right now. But seriously, stop it. I want to be able to watch movies. I want to be able to even watch these shows. I know they don't mean anything. I know they don't mean a damn thing. I know that they have no real impact on my life. I know there's more important things to do, but I love movies and I love celebrating movies. And that's why last night's Raven Awards were so awesome, because that's what we did. We celebrated the best and worst of the year. Because guess what? It's good to talk about the films that didn't hit the mark either. It's good to talk about the films that try to do exactly what these idiots did last night, except in a movie, where some people actually pay to go see, and then they find out later on, oh, wait a minute, I didn't pay for a political message. Why am I getting that now? But seriously, I'm so glad that this telecast got one of the lowest ratings in Oscars history. I'm so glad they lost 6 million viewers from last year. That is freaking hilarious to me, and they deserve it. They deserve it, because at the end of the day, too, the only way that these idiots are going to hear the message is if we stop putting them on a pedestal. If we instead look at Joaquin Phoenix and Brad Pitt as human persons that have some of the worst takes in history. Again, both of these guys up here and most of the people in Hollywood value the eggs of an animal, value a cow over human life. And that to me is the most disgusting thing of all. Because if anything needs to be changed in this country right now, it's how we view life. It's how we respect life. So I'm praying for these two. I'm praying for all the people working in Hollywood right now, because they desperately need it. Because if they think that right now they're the ones that are being discriminated against and they're the ones that are being wronged in some way, then they truly are the ignorant asshats that I've always thought them to be. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about this. Do you like the Oscars at all? Did you watch the Oscars? What are your thoughts about the winners? I know that there's some people that are happy and some people that are sad because of the winners overall. I just want to make one point about Parasite. Parasite's a good film. There's a lot of people that are going after it because it's a foreign film, or they're going after it because they actually didn't even get to watch in the first place, or, oh, it has subtitles. It's a good movie. It's just a very, very well done film. I actually just bought it the other day. I've been waiting for it to come out in 4K. Still not available in 4K. So I ended up buying the Blu-ray because I just want to have it. I want to be able to see it again. And I think that film deserved a lot of the recognition it got. And last night, too, at the Raven Awards, guess what? 1917 won a lot. Joker won a lot. Alita Battle Angel won a lot. Films that did well financially at the box office, films that did well with fans. Again, all combinations and all films in between. So if you want to find out the winners of the Wednesday Raven Awards, if you want to see, hey, is there an alternative out there? Again, I'm a small community. I'm a small channel. But you know what? Got to start somewhere. 2 years now going on. We've doubled our numbers in so many ways. So if we continue to have that kind of multiplication, doubling every year, eventually we'll have a pretty decent sized audience. And if that happens, hey, who knows? Maybe they will actually take notice, and maybe they'll realize, oh, maybe I need to shut up. But anyway, you can check out the links to the awards section over on my website, ombreviews.home.blog. A link to that is in the description of this video. And go ahead, just go to the Raven Awards section. You can see 2018's winners and nominees, and also 2019's winners and nominees, and also how they ranked in the voting as well. But anyway, you guys are all amazing people. Please smash the like button. Hit subscribe if you have not done so already. I love you guys so very much. Also, I'll see you in the comment section below. You guys are awesome. Have a wonderful day. And as always, God bless. And now to give a shout out to my February Patreon and Subscribe Star members: animation commentator Brian P., Dion, David Brobrizik. Please let me know if I need to repronounce that name. DivX, Elizabeth M., Enrique Evangelista, Father Christopher Miller, Frank the Tank and the Shawhan Weird Dog Clan, Harold Francis, The Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey, Inflamed Wood, It's Drop Productions, Jason Clark, Jeffrey Toon, Jeffrey Lebowski, JJ Jonathan Jerembeck, Kenneth Camiel, Lady T, Mad Mitch Dunaway, Mr. Peabody and his evil twin with the beautiful hair, Orange Hat Reviews, Outpost Dyer, Perpetual Punster, Riff Magos, Rosetta Allen, Steve Glasker, Teresa Martin, Theodore Bendon, The DJD Show, and Tina B. And over on Subscribestar, Robert Revo, Larry, Mr. Roy, Glinzer, G2 Cool 99, Darkstar 57, Alice McCarthy, US 888-209 Fast, Dean Heiss, Hild Francis, J-Rod the Beer Guru, Nebanon G. Adams, and ZK Man. Then a shout out to Riff Racer Request and Sir Lance Lato. You rock. Thank you very much for being my Patreon Subscribe Star members for the month of February. And if anyone else decides to join, at the next couple of days or so, I will add you into this list as well. You guys freaking rock. Have a wonderful one. And as always, God bless.